Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Live, Breathe, Alaska. How are you? I am Ginny Grabowski, and I'm just going to give this a couple of minutes to let some folks arrive and make sure that we have a few people here to start the 5-day challenge. Today is day 1. I'm super excited. I hope you are too. I'll give it just a sec and see how many people we get coming in. And then if we don't get people coming in, you can all just watch it on the replay. So it is 12:30 just about, and we will be getting started. Waiting on the delay. I see we're starting to get people coming in. Hello, hello, and welcome. Hey, Zanita. All right, I am Ginny Grabowski. I'm going to go ahead and get this started because I like to start things on time. So as people come in, we'll just talk a little bit more about what's going on and how this challenge is going to work and what this is all about. So for those of you who may not know me, and there may be a whole bunch of you who don't know me, I am Ginny Grabowski. I have a master's in exercise science and health promotion. I have been helping people with weight loss and with exercise and changing their life and their health for the last 16 plus years. All right, Live, Breathe, Alaska is here. So we are going to go ahead and get started. This is our 5-day challenge. Now you may be wondering, why am I doing this so slowly? Why am I having you do just one exercise and just building on that one exercise throughout the course of the next 5 days? I have found in my experience that what happens more often than not is people want all of the information and then they put it away and they forget about it. And then nothing changes in their lives and they have all these different ways that they could make changes, but they don't actually do it. So what I'd rather do is help you along each day. And by making this challenge so simple that you can't possibly not do it, I'm hoping that you actually will do it and that you will see big changes over the course of these 5 days, and then that you continue with this workout after the 5 days and continue to see some great changes in your life. So if you are ready, and I'm only seeing, I see there's people coming on, but for some reason I'm not seeing it pop up in my comments. So if you're here, welcome. There's 7-8 people here, so thank you so much for being here. Today, day 1, we're going to go over exercise number 1, which is a sumo squat with a forward bend, a row, and then a forward raise. We're going to go through how to do this exercise, and if you have questions, go ahead and post them here. Hopefully they will start to pop up. I see Jane Thomas is here. Welcome, Jane. Again, I'm not sure why I'm not seeing comments, so I'm going to ask Zanita if you see comments. I can see your comments, so if you can post them, then I might be able to see them if people have questions. I want you to use this time as me being your personal trainer in your living room. So if you have questions, if I'm going over something and you're like, Ginny, I don't get it. What does that mean? I can't do that. My body doesn't move this way. Go ahead and post it here and I will answer your questions, because the exercises that I do may be great for you and your body. They may not work so great for you and your body. Hey, Janet, glad you made it. And so if you have questions about how this can work for your body, go ahead and post them here and I will answer them because I want this to be accessible to everyone. Because the beauty is, in this time where we're kind of stuck in our homes, you don't need a gym. You don't need big fancy equipment. You can get a total body, head to toe workout just using your body weight, just using all of this. So if you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to demonstrate what the exercise should look like. Just working on seeing if I can get this to tilt down a little bit. I'm going to show you what the exercise should look like, and then I'm going to ask you to give it a shot. Go ahead and post here as you're doing it what it feels like for you, if it's working for you. Hey, Shannon, glad you made it. Hey, Michelle, good. Hey, from Sterling, fantastic. Yay, I love seeing people from all over Alaska. This is so exciting. All right, let me just make sure that my camera's doing what I want it to do. Okay, so step 1, what we want to do, my camera's not getting down as low as I would like, so I'm just gonna make an adjustment here. Bear with me for 1 sec. Okay, that should do it. All right, so first thing we're going to be doing is called a sumo squat. It's called a sumo squat because it looks like sumo wrestlers. So we want to step out really wide apart. We want to have our toes are going to be pointed at about 45 degrees. So I'm going to step back a little farther so you can see what's going on in my toes. I'm going to step out wide. So normally this is hip distance apart. We're going to step out wider than that. And then if you can see, my toes are pointed at a 45-degree angle. So I'm not completely open here, and I'm not straight ahead. I'm kind of in between, right about here at 45 degrees. From here, I can start with my hands just kind of on my hips or just at your sides. Don't worry about where your hands are, it doesn't matter. I'm going to bend my knees. Now what you might find when you first start to bend your knees, you want to pull your knees open wide and back. You may find that in your hip you're going, ooh, wow, that doesn't feel so good. That's okay. You might just have to loosen up those hips a little bit. And so you might want to wiggle around a little. You might want to do a couple of these, which is just opening up that hip and circling around. Do that a few times, especially if you've been sitting, let's say, for the last couple of hours. So then we go ahead back out, we open it up, and what you might find as you start to bend is that your knees might be going out way far over your toes and past your toes. That means you're not stepping out wide enough. So you want to go a little farther out and then come down so that your knee stays in line with your heel. And that's going to be your most comfortable spot. Now, it doesn't matter how low you go, especially in this first one, because you might get to here and be like, oh, because you know you can get up. If you come all the way down here, and you're like, oh God, now what do I do? You might have to put a little bit of pressure and stand up. So experiment with it. Do what works for your body. So I'm going to come down here. This is the start. That's the sumo squat. From here, I want to hinge forward at my hips. So as I do that, making sure that I don't collapse in here, but that I stay nice and strong, I've got my rib cage coming forward. So that will, I'm going to stay down here in this nice low squat and come forward here. Now, if you're doing this at home, you can stay right where you are. I'm just going to demonstrate from the side because this will be a little different. Once I'm down, again, I want to make sure I'm staying lifted here, I don't want to round and come down. That's not going to be good for my back. I want to stay here with my rib cage coming forward. Then my back stays nice and flat, okay? From there, I'm going to do my row. A row is just this motion. But the tricky part about doing the rows, I don't want to just pull here. I want to make sure I'm squeezing these muscles in my back. So to do that, I'm going to come out, squeeze back and down, come out, squeeze back and down. Okay, we're going to put all of that together. Ready? Step out wide, toes are at 45 degrees, sink down, adjust your feet as you need to. I'm going to hinge forward at my hip. I'm going to reach down. I'm going to grab on, just gripping helps to get a stronger squeeze. Come down, nice strong squeeze. Then I can come up here, take my hands straight down, stand up and bring my hands forward. As I do, that's my forward raise. So that's the last part. You ready? We're going to go through that again. Hands can come down. I come down in my squat, hinge forward, reach, squeeze, come down, everybody up. Ready? We're going to do it again. Come on down, hinge, reach, squeeze, down, and up. Okay? I've had a bunch of comments come through, so I'm just going to see. Hey, Ginny, good night. Thanks for doing this. Yay. Okay, well, welcome everybody. So let me know if you just tried to do that, if it worked for you, if you have questions, if you're not sure about any of it, or if you're like, Ginny, I got it, give me a thumbs up or a wave, and let me know that that all made sense and that works for you. As you can tell, you can hear my breathing has gotten a little faster just doing that. What's happening for you? So I want you to do this exercise just as we did it, or with whatever modifications you may need. 1 minute. Time yourself, watch, timer, iPhone, whatever. Do it for 1 minute. Do it maybe 4 or 5 times today. Let me know how it goes. The first time you do it, it's going to feel really awkward. It's going to feel really weird. Zanita says thighs on. Awesome. Yeah. That whole, if you get down nice and low in that, woo. And if you stay down there a long time, yeah, it'll definitely turn on your thighs. Excellent. Let me know how this feels. How does the row when you pull back? Hopefully if you've been sitting all day for a long time and you've been doing a lot of this, that row feels really good. You get those muscles all back here to pull down and helps with your posture, helps you to stand up a little bit taller. Let me know again if you have any questions. Did anything feel funky or weird when you were doing that? Sometimes it may feel a little funky in the knees. It may feel a little weird in the hips. Sometimes just the more we do it, like I said, you kind of warm up those hips and move them around, you'll feel better. So again, today, this is the only thing I want you to do. We're trying to make it so simple that you can't not do it. Row needed that. Excellent. Good. I'm glad that works for you, Rebecca. And those are great to do anytime. If you're sitting and doing a lot of typing all day, sitting at your computer, feels great. Back has been killing me sitting at the computer. Yeah, huge. This is the anti-computer sitting exercise by doing that. And then even as you bring the hands up in front, you still want to keep those shoulders down as you come up in front. You don't want to end up here because that's just going to make things worse. So long, beautiful necks and everything that we do. Pull yourself up nice and tall. Post here during the rest of the day, and then tomorrow I'll be here again and we'll add on exercise number 2. So for today, remember your goal is to do the exercise we just did, 1 full minute. Post here, let me know how it goes for you, if it felt good, if it felt like, oh. If you're feeling like, yes, that was so easy, I did it 5, 6, 10 times today, and then that you're ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're going to build on this one. We're going to have this exercise. We're going to add on our second exercise. And then your challenge is going to be to do both of those exercises through 2 rounds. Please, can you do it again? I just thought, sure, I am happy to do that again. And that was, who was that? Elvis. Okay, so what we did was we took our feet out nice and wide for the sumo squat. Sumo being that, like, be out wide here. From here, and I'm going to step back just a little bit so you can see my toes. We want our feet to be at a 45-degree angle, so we're not turned out all the way. We're not straight forward. We're somewhere in the middle. I'm going to come down, pull the knees back so I'm out nice and wide. If you come down and your knees are going too far over your toes, you'll want to come up and step out a little wider. Come down, hinge forward at the hips with a flat back, so avoid crouching in and rounding here. Up nice and tall, hinge forward, reach down, pull. Take the hands down, stand it up, and then just repeat it. So you'll come back here, down, hinge, reach, up. Okay, so that's it. Just keep doing that over and over again. But I have not mastered it. Elvis, that's totally fine. You don't have to master it today. The goal is to kind of get it today, and that's why I want you to do it for 1 minute multiple times during the day. Because right now, the first time we do it, our brain is a little like, what do you want me to do? I've never been here before. I don't know how to do this. Once you do it one time, you kind of, and take your time. Do not go fast with this. Take your time and figure it out. Come on down. Start with that hinge forward. Reach down. Squeeze. Stay low in your squat when you come back up. And then bring everything up together. Take your time, kind of feel your way through it. The more you do it, so you've done it now, maybe do it a couple times, and then come back later, either watch the video, see if you can go from what you remember, come back and watch the video again. Next time you do it, it'll feel much more natural. Feels good to stretch and move. Yay, that's it. Keep moving. And here's something else to keep in mind. All the movement that we do throughout the day, hey Derek, good to see you. All the movement we do throughout the day is going to be important. We often think the only thing we need to do is just my 1 hour or my half hour or whatever, get my cardio in. I'll do my workout for the day. But moving throughout the day is really important for making sure your immune system is functioning properly, making sure your blood is circulating, getting some more oxygen to your brain just by moving around and increasing the blood flow. All of these are important throughout the day and not just for that little half hour or 1 hour workout during the day. So that's your challenge. 1 minute, multiple times for the rest of the day. Post here, let me know how it went for you. And again, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them here. My goal is to be like your own personal trainer for this 5-day challenge. So if you have questions, post them here. I'm happy to answer them. And then join me tomorrow for exercise number 2, which we'll do exercise number 1, number 2, then go back and do exercise number 1, do number 2. You'll be up to 4 minutes of exercise for the day, which I know does not sound like very much. But remember, our goal is to make this as simple as possible so you can't not do it. Okay? All right, if I don't see any more questions coming on, I'm going to call it good for now. We had about 20 people here, which has been fantastic. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And I will be here tomorrow. Thank you all. Mwah. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, 12:30. Have a wonderful day, and remember, post here, let me know how you're doing.